So The Division is coming out on the 8th of March, we all know that. But yesterday, Ubisoft released the exact times that the servers will go live, and thus when you can start playing. On top of that, they've also announced when you can start preloading the game. The problem is, however, that all of these things are different for every single platform. And even on the same platform, there are differences between having a physical copy and having a digital copy. Now, because this all is pretty confusing, I thought I'd go over each platform individually and let you know exactly when you can start playing. So first, let's begin with the Xbox One. The servers for the Xbox One will go live on the 8th of March at 12 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time. That is midnight time if you were to live in Australia. Now, because Australia is ahead of the world in time, that means, depending on where you live, the servers will go live one day earlier, on the 7th of March. For everybody that has a digital copy for the Xbox One, this doesn't really apply because Ubisoft has put a region lock on the game, which means that even though the servers are live, you cannot actually play the game until it is the 8th of March midnight where you live. But for those who manage to get a physical copy of the game before the 8th of March, they will be able to play it whenever the servers go live in Australia. So if you're an American out there and if you have a physical copy of the game, you can start playing The Division on the 7th of March at 5 AM Pacific Standard Time. And of course for the Europeans that will also be the 7th of March, but it will be 2 PM Central European Time. Everybody on Xbox can also start to preload The Division right now, so if you have a slow internet connection and it might take you a while, it's best to just get started right now. And that was it for the Xbox, so now let's move over to the PlayStation user. For PlayStation users, it works very similar in many ways. If you have a digital copy of the game, you will have to wait until midnight the 8th of March, no matter where you live. There's one exception, however, and that is if you live in Japan. I don't think I've got that much Japanese viewers, but in Japan the game will not be released until midnight the 10th of March for the PlayStation 4. And that's only for the PlayStation 4 and only for Japan. But for those PlayStation users who actually managed to pick up a physical copy before the 8th of March, you will, just like the Xbox users, be able to start playing earlier because of when the servers go live in Australia. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that preloading for the PlayStation will start on the 6th of March, so you're only gonna have 2 days for that. It should be enough for everybody, but be aware of that if you have a potato internet connection. Last up, the details for the PC version of the game, and this one is actually a lot easier. The PC servers will go live for everyone at the same time. For those who live in America, it's gonna be the 7th of March, 9 PM Pacific Standard Time, or if you live on the East Coast, it's gonna be exactly midnight, the 8th of March. For the Europeans, the PC servers will go live the 8th of March, 6 AM Central European Time. Again, the release for the PC is the same for everybody, which means that everybody that plays on the PC and that is ahead of the Eastern Time will not be able to play the game at midnight. Everybody on the PC will have to wait until it is midnight in America. PC users can start to preload The Division later today, around 9 AM Pacific Standard Time, 12 PM Eastern Time, and 6 PM Central European Time. And I hope that pretty much clears everything up. Now, if you still have some leftover questions, you can of course always drop them in the comments down below. I'm sure that if I'm not able to answer them, someone else will be able to. And I guess that pretty much wraps it up for today. As always, I will see you guys later, or like they say in the Netherlands, zie je later.